So I have a few of these amazing young girls with me today that are probably here because they very possibly would like a career in engineering. So let's just walk along the line. So let me know your name and then what exactly you're here for today.
My name's Alia, and I'm here because I'm interested in motorsports and like on a school trip. So I just want to know more about it. So
Okay, and yourself?
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm also interested in becoming an engineer for motorsport.
Okay, and
Hi, I'm Melissa, and I'm also interested in a career in motorsport engineering.
I'm Jersey and I want to learn more about how you can get into a career of motorsports.
okay. So you're all big fans of motor racing in general, or are you F1 fans? You know, what is it?
Well, I'm mainly an F1 fan, so yeah.
And that's your ambition, your career ambition?
Yeah,
to
I'd
be
like
an
to
F1?
work in F1.
Yeah. What about yourself?
Yeah, I'd say mainly an F1 fan, but I've watched like F2 and some others, yeah.
And then you two girls as well.
Yeah, I'm also an F1 fan, but I have watched like other things as well, like F1 Academy and stuff too.
Yeah, because that's currently
Yeah.
showing at the moment in the other room. They're just doing a rerun of race 2.
the same F1 and Academy as well. So
Has any of you, has it been a kind of a passion from maybe when you were a lot smaller? Maybe you had an interest in toys that were that sort of orientated. Can anyone think back to that? You're nodding.
Yeah, I've always had like an interest in like to do with like cars and stuff. I remember because my mum and granddad also used to watch F1, so I guess I kind of developed an interest from that. But I've always kind of been interested in like to do with like motorsport and engineering and things like that since a young age.
What are your thoughts about, from your perspective? Because I've got my own perspective, but I'm a few decades ahead of you. So what are your thoughts particularly on, do you still feel this is a male-dominated environment, motorsport?
Yeah, I'd say it is quite male dominated, and I think it's really important to get more women involved in it, or yeah.
Does that put you off in any respect?
Not really, no. I think it more motivates me even more to prove that, women can be just as good as men and equal to them in fields like engineering.
Yeah, absolutely. People falling over and tripping up here. And is there any other career ambitions that you might have other than maybe a career in motor racing?
I'm just interested in like engineering overall. So it could be any other engineering like aspects, like other than F1. But that's what like I'm looking into. So I love like engineering. So I just want to go into something like that in the future.
And is this all of your first time at an event like this? Yeah. And so far, so good?
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, that's brilliant. Well, thank you so much for chatting, and good luck. I hope you enjoy the rest of the day and maybe catch up later.
Thank you. You too.
Phoebe, you've come today from where?
Harwell in Oxford, so a little town in Oxfordshire, yeah. It's my local track and I always love doing these types of events.
Okay. Have you been to any races here?
Yeah, I went to the British Grand Prix last year. It was an incredible opportunity. I went onto the fan zone and I managed to win paddock tour passes, so that was a really fun event for me and my family because my sister's also a massive F1 fan. She's a Lando fan. But yeah, it was a really nice time. We met him and they were all really sweet and it's really nice event.
It was a good weekend to be a Lando fan, right?
Yeah, it was a really good weekend. I'm a George fan and an Alex fan, a massive Williams fan, so it was a good weekend for us as well, and it was really nice to see the cars because it's a different atmosphere from what you see on the television.
So talking about cars, we're here at this event that's, obviously put on driven by us, Females in Motorsport. It's International Women in Engineering Day. So this is quite a different day than a normal, race day. So you are here for yourself, for your own career?
Yeah, so I really like doing engineering and that type of stuff. I also really like the media aspect of it. But yeah, this is for me. I really want to network and get my career ahead so I can end up one day working in motorsport.
May I ask how old you are?
I'm 16 years old.
16. So what stage of your education are you at? Are you almost going to college?
So I've just sat my GCSEs this summer, so hopefully I'm off to A-levels in September to do applied science, which will be fun, and then hopefully maybe university or an apprenticeship the next stage.
Is the key word you just said, fun. That's what's the most important. So if you're considering some kind of career in engineering, where do you think you might go once, have you looked at courses at all yet at university, or is that something you've not even considered yet?
Well, I've looked into a few universities like Liverpool and stuff, but I really think that an apprenticeship would be best for me. So maybe like an apprenticeship with F1 teams or something like later down and then work my way up. But I think an apprenticeship is better for me because it's more hands-on. Because I'm not really a big school fan, but yeah, I think everyone says that. But yeah, I think for me it will be an apprenticeship because it's more hands-on, more to work.
Exactly. It'd be more of a practical course, wouldn't it? And a course in the direction of where you want to be. And we do have some panel guests today that have had that opportunity with McLaren, automotive, and just kind of joined their apprenticeship courses a few years ago. So maybe is that something that you are looking at, those kind of courses?
Yeah, I don't think an apprenticeship is much more like, it's not laid back as university, but like it's more hands-on, more practical. Like you get more real work experience, and I think that's better for me than being coped up in a classroom doing some studying. But yeah, I think an apprenticeship is the way I want to go.
Has it always been your passion, kind of, the engineering side? Did you have toys that maybe represented what your ambitions are today?
Well, I wasn't a motorsport fan growing up, but my dad's a builder, so like it was that growing up, like building and stuff, and it's always been the case, like how to build stuff, like Lego. I always used to love building building Legos of stuff. So I think that's more what I want to do then.
Yeah. But I think probably what's most important is that engineering is something that's just an option. It's not something that girls and females and everybody here necessarily has to go into for their career. You don't have to sign on the dotted line today. But I think the importance of days like this is possibly just giving you a career in engineering just as one of your many options, whereas maybe 20, 30 years ago, women were just steered away from, I don't know what your thoughts are on this, but when I got to a certain year at my high school, I wasn't actually allowed to do those courses anymore, those classes. I wasn't allowed to do metalwork anymore and woodwork anymore. What are your thoughts on girls not being able to do that at school?
Well, I think it's definitely changed, but obviously that was not, I think it's, as the time's gone on, it's been able that we are able to do it, and it's grateful that we are able to do it instead of being coped up to do cooking and stuff. Whereas now it's like a mix, and it's quite nice to see, like in one of my engineering classes there was more girls than boys, which was a surprise, but it was really nice because it meant that we could all help each other, and we didn't have the boys always just going, oh, I can do this, I can do that, let me do it. But it was really nice to be able to mix in that, and I think that's what's happened as time's gone on. Like events like this, it makes people see that actually we can do it. Like just because we're a girl doesn't mean we can't do it. Like it's nice to be able to, and like to be able to network with other girls who have the same interest. It's so much more nicer than just to be able to stuck with boys doing it like that.
Yeah. Brilliant. Well, thank you so very much. It's really lovely to meet you, and have fun today and good luck with your career.
Thank you very much.
Just to ask you, is a career in engineering something you've thought about for a long time, or is this a new thought and a new idea?
For me, it's like a new thought, maybe something, because like I like science a little bit, so that could be something that I want to do.
Yeah, and what about yourself?
Yes, I find it interesting. The carts, like the F1 cars, and like how to create it and stuff like that.
Yeah, and would that be, there's obviously quite a lot that goes into a Formula One car.
Yeah, I just find it really interesting, and like how they create it and stuff like that.
And what about yourself?
Like I like physics, so like learning about like how it works, that would be interesting.
Yeah, if that's something that's a passion, then obviously then to be in the right place like here, meeting the right people, getting an idea of what kind of courses you can look at college and university, and I guess this is just the beginning of that for you.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, could be. Well, good luck. I hope you have fun today, and good luck with your careers, whatever you choose to do.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, I have the competition winners. I have Apex Dynamics, who are these wonderful young ladies here. Right, who wants to be spokesperson? What did you do? How did you win? What happened?
Okay, so our team, there were 3 sections of the competition that we divided between us, and we all worked on them, but in our presentation we split it up, and I think that was a really effective strategy. So one of the main things that I think helped us win today was our charity research, which was done by Frankie, so we had a great charity. We also looked at some circuit-specific things for our dynamics and our aerodynamics for our vehicle, and also our sponsors, and our livery was quite well thought out, I thought. So it all just really came together today.
So your sponsors were who?
There was our title sponsor, which was Rolex, our technical sponsor, which was Android, and our sponsor of Nike and Charlotte Tilbury.
Okay. What is it you think made you the winners?
I think it was the fact that we thought about the conditions that the weather conditions on the circuit, the fact that it's the Barcelona circuit's quite exposed, so we had to think about what would happen if the wind picked up and stuff like that.
Has it been windy today at the Circuit de Catalunya?
A bit, not too much though.
Because we're almost. Have you watched the race? I'm not.
Yeah, we just finished.
Just finished.
Yeah.
So was it windy? Did anyone come off?
Some people.
Do you think
I think that was just skidding off though.
That was just bad driving.
No wind, bad driving. What part did you contribute?
Well, I helped with a bit of the aerodynamics, like research of the circuit. I also did some research, and I had some contribution to the sponsors, but it was really a team effort. So.
Well, it goes to show how important it is to be part of a team. And this exercise is a good exercise to know that being part of a team, it's not an individual thing. So even though we have, who is your favourite driver? Who is this? Lando. So Lando's driving the car. Lando gets all the glory. Lando gets all the interviews. Lando gets all the trophies. But there's an absolute pyramid or iceberg, or however you want to describe it, underneath him, supporting him, even from some of the panellists that we saw today, which don't have a direct, they don't go in the paddock, they don't go to races, Bosch, but they provide parts for cars. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's just the whole of the racing is all just like a team effort, and if one person doesn't contribute, then they won't get the results.
So regarding your future, is this something new to you, thinking about STEM, thinking about maybe a career in engineering, or do you have a different passion? Do you feel like you might go and have a completely different career?
No, I've been thinking about going into motorsport for a few years now, and since I started my A-levels, it's really been the thing that I've really focused on, when it's got hard doing, because I do pretty hard maths, further maths, physics, computer science. That's really my motivation to get through. So yeah, that is definitely the career path I want to take, motorsport engineering.
Were you the group that were talking about percentages of the camber on the tyres? Who was the one behind that? Was that you? Oh, I've got to go back. What? You sounded like you had a great understanding of what you were talking about, did you?
Well, in a way, I have a bit of a basic understanding. I've got quite a few books at home, and because my dad's really been into it for a lot of years, I sort of talk about it a lot. But I did a lot of research as we were doing that task, and I think that has actually really helped my knowledge just from today, because just looking up such specific things, you can really get a lot deeper. And I was reading some university research papers, and I didn't understand a lot of it. But it is actually really interesting to see how deep and how technical you can get with this sport. So yeah.
Yeah, but that's a build-up of obvious training. You're not supposed to know everything at the same time. So do all of you girls feel like you might end up working in motorsport in some capacity, or do any of you think, no, it's had a really great day, but I might want to do something else? Is everyone all in?
Well, yeah.
What ages are you all? You're the same age?
No, I'm the youngest.
Are you? How old are you?
15.
15, and who's the oldest?
Probably you, yeah.
I'm 17.
You're 17,
Yeah.
so we're at very different stages of education then, aren't we? So you're obviously already at college, maybe you're about to start, yeah? So what is it you're doing right now at college?
I've just left college.
Okay.
But my college experience was a bit
dodgy. So I'm gonna.
We won't go into that.
No, we won't explain that. But I'm gonna look into like apprenticeship stuff for like now instead.
Excellent. Well, thank you, girls. I just wanted to sort of say hello and highlight the fact I'm covering you over now. You need to go in a bit. Highlight the fact that you have Shuffle won this competition. Oh, what's your prize? What have you won?
We won tickets to the Silverstone Museum.
Well, have you been? Has anyone been before? Yeah. You've been before. It's a good prize, right? Have you been before? No, have you? No. Well, you've got a lot of great things to see. Old cars, old Formula One cars, championship winning cars, helmets, race suits, trophies, and then you can go out the back and you can see the old track. And any of you Lewis Hamilton fans? There's a beautiful mural of Lewis Hamilton. I know you might not be a fan, but it's still a good mural. It's a beautiful mural. You know, you've seen it, you've been, but you can take photographs if you fancied. And it's a very, very good social media day. So congratulations, girls. It's really lovely to meet you all. And I wish you all the best of luck in your career. All right, thanks.